Back here for our next installment of the latest inductee into the 2016 Transylvania Pioneer Hall of Fame. It is Dr. Heather Adams, class of 1995, being introduced and presented by her former coach, Pat Deacon, in women's basketball. Heather Adams, a standout in women's basketball. Congratulations on this monumental achievement, and welcome to the latest of the 117 total now members of this prestigious club.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor.
Maybe let's go back to the beginning. Maybe simply talk about your story on how you ended up at Transylvania and what the steps were of how you surfaced here.
Okay. Well, I'm from Hindman, Kentucky, and it's a small town in eastern Kentucky, and I was looking for a smaller college that had a very good academic reputation, and I also wanted to play basketball, and had the skill set to probably academically, but not necessarily athletically, to go Division I. And this seemed like a really good fit. I had family in Nicholasville and was familiar with Lexington. My family traveled here quite a bit, and so came and visited the campus and talked to Coach Turner, and kind of fell in love with the whole idea and signed on.
How tough was it playing for that women's basketball team, first transitioning from high school to the college level, learning perhaps a new game under Coach Deacon and Coach Turner and everything that came along with that, and eventually stepping into, maybe sooner than later, some very significant leadership roles on the team?
Well, the transition through the coaches was good. It was really good because they understood the value of education and then the importance of athletics. And so first and foremost, they focused in really they just kind of focused on academics, and then athletics, though, it was, you go from the big fish in the small pond to the kind of the small fish, and it took some time, and it took a little bit of adjustment, but overall it wasn't that bad. We had some good leaders on the team, with Jaretta Carney being a senior, and Amber Smith, and so they also, good mentors on the team. So the transition was pretty easy.
And Elaine Russell.
Elaine was younger. She's a couple years younger.
When you think back to your memories of playing women's basketball for the Pioneers, and even expanding to your softball experiences and anything else on the fringes that may come to mind, all the achievements you experienced, what are your fondest memories?
Oh dear, that's a great
That's
question, because there are so many fond memories, and I will touch on those tonight. But just the family atmosphere, the small atmosphere of this college, the liberal arts, aspect that we got, the coaching staff that not necessarily was, just a coaching staff. This was, an extension of our family, and my parents will attest to, a small town girl who never liked to go home. Never went home. I came here and stayed here because of the Transylvania, the pride and the family atmosphere, and so that's kind of what my story ends up, is left home, and I've stayed here for 25 years.
And friends.
Absolutely.
So many friends. Heather was really big on the campus with lots of sorority and
a little more social than probably Coach wanted me to be.
It's wonderful.
There's a lot more to your story, and one of those pieces of your story is you invented a major here, human movement. How did your athletic escapades maybe have a direct effect on that? And can you describe the process of how you really went about inventing a major?
Sure. I will talk tonight about President Scheer being such a supportive role in this, and then the encouragement from Coach Deacon and Coach Lane and some of the other professors. I didn't necessarily want to be a PE teacher, and I was searching for that passion, and so I met and I looked around at other universities to see what they were doing, and then I developed a plan, and within that plan it looked like that as we mapped it out, it would be kind of a corporate fitness, exercise, wellness type of major, and so we went through all of the proper protocol to propose that, and President Scheer and I guess the board accepted that, and so that was a really good moment in my Transylvania career, because it showed me that this wasn't just to get a degree. This was, this university really valued the student and what she wanted, and then created a path in order to reach that dream.
Coach Ron Whitson was
Yes,
also.
Coach Whitson, and again, I get chills. I will talk about Coach Whitson tonight, but he probably academically was my primary mentor, and he was probably the most well-respected and dedicated, not only coach, but his classrooms he took so seriously, and he prepared us accordingly. He was very serious about the academic preparation of his students.
And I don't mean to oversimplify your timeline, but it seems like that experience, beginning in human movement, really catalyzed the rest of your career. You've done all these things. You've gone on to get your doctorate. You've written many published pieces. What do you think over the course of your career has maybe been your biggest, perhaps academic or career achievement, or maybe something even more?
My biggest academic achievement, I think, I see each December and May as I hood my graduate students. I think that my passion lies and my skill set lies in the classroom, and I learned to be a good teacher. My mom taught for 33 years. I've had good role models here, but I think that that's a continuing, I guess, success that I have is each year that, at Eastern Kentucky University, we serve probably some of the poorest people and poorest counties in the state, and to see the students start to value what education is, and then to watch them want to learn, and just how much they grow and succeed and then go on. So that's probably been my best accomplishment.
Yes, that's cool.
I'm sure one of the thrills has to be not only being inducted into the Hall of Fame, but touching base once again with Coach Pat Deacon here and being inducted. What do you think's the greatest lesson you learned from Coach?
Oh my goodness, Coach! You can't go with just one lesson. You know what? I just think kindness. When I think of Coach Deacon, I think of kindness. From that very first time that I met Coach, just her warm heart and her genuine soul. And as I'll talk tonight, my career here was riddled with a lot of injury, and Coach always kept me in emotional check. It was always, how you doing, Heather? And she would see it in my eyes, and just her mothering and her compassion was just, it made a huge difference in how that I recovered, how that I treat other people, and she's a gem. She is an absolute, she is. You're an amazing woman.
Well, Dr. Heather Adams, let me be one of the latest to welcome you to the Pioneer Hall of Fame. Congratulations on this achievement, and thank you for the legacy that you provided for us.
Thank you so much, and I'm so
Thank you,
honored.
Justin.